Welcome to the Performer Radio Show. Each week, we interview some of the most interesting people in the fashion and entertainment industries. Fashion and entertainment industries. Beautiful models, singers, comedians, dancers, fashion designers, actors, beauty queens, and many more. Right here on the Performer Radio Show.
Hey, Marlena, how are you doing tonight? Whoops, I think I got you on the wrong microphone. Hold on one second. There you go.
Hello, Michael. How are we doing?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
We've had a long day today. You went to a model casting earlier, and
That's right.
Brian and I were doing some other stuff. Brian Pitcher from Performer. This is a special event for us right now. A lot of people did not know we were going to be on the air tonight, and we actually haven't been on the air as the Performer Radio Show all summer long. And the reason is quite simple. We've been working our butts off, right?
That's right.
And we've done the This Week on Martha's Vineyard show, and we've been preparing for the Boston Fashion Awards 2022. And that's what this show is all about tonight. The Boston Fashion Awards, as you can see behind you in the screens, the Boston Fashion Awards logo. So we've got a couple of announcements to make for this evening. Marlena is going to be our model coordinator. Look, I got a nice little lower third for you. Ready? Boston Fashion Awards model coordinator.
Wow.
Okay. So there you are.
Go.
That's that. It looks good on you.
Thank you.
And we have Brian Pitcher coming back as our media coordinator. We got a couple, great people. John Bellotti is our technical director. He handles all the technical lighting, sound, and everything else like that. He's a great guy. Got to hire him for some of your events. Mike Charles, DJ Mike Charles is going to be our DJ, and we call him Magic Mike because he's a magician too. So he can entertain you with music as well as with magic, and people love that.
Very interesting.
He's a big hit in all the functions that we have. So shout out to Mike. We got a great staff for all the other support staff too. And again, this year it's going to be at the Liberty Hotel.
Yes.
Except we have a little switch up. Last year it was December 9th, and we usually had it late November, early December. But this year we've coordinated with Boston Fashion Week to have it on the Sunday of Boston Fashion Week. So it's not a kickoff, but it is one of the first events for Boston Fashion Week.
Which is different for us.
Yes, it's on holiday weekend. So Sunday night, October 9th at 8 p.m. Doors open at 7. And to be perfectly honest, people, you do want to get there about 7. I know it's good to be fashionably late, to coin a phrase from the Liberty Hotel itself, their fashionably late series, but the 7 to 8 p.m. period is a huge networking period. A time, like you come there, you relax, you have a cocktail, maybe even a couple hors d'oeuvres or something like that. Some people even come earlier and you have dinner, and then you start networking with people. And that's what this event is really about, is collaborations and networking.
Yes.
And we want people to get to know other people that they may not have seen in this industry before, only heard of or wanted to meet. Because a lot of people do end up coming to this event and do make connections.
Yes, every year I learn about somebody new.
Exactly, each and every year. Oh, I've seen your stuff, but I didn't know who you were.
That's right.
So that's really important to get people in the mix. So now, without further ado, we're going to start introducing you to number one, our website. Whoops, wrong one. Wait a minute. Okay, that was from another show completely.
I love you, Michael. Always making me laugh.
I told you it's been a long, hard day.
Hey.
So I just got my switcher working. We've been having technical issues since Saturday when we did the seafood festival.
We're ready for it.
At the Wicked Bite Seafood Festival at Hampton Beach. Okay, here we go. So, the 2022 Boston Fashion Awards, obviously the Liberty Hotel and all this other good stuff. If you scroll down on the page, you will see some bits of information at a glance. The show. We haven't got all the whole show hosts yet and performers and designers, but that's coming up.
Yes.
And then this is even more important than anything else right now. We are going to do two things. Number one is the nominations.
Crucial.
People, the nominations, the open nominations are right now. This is live.
Right.
This is live. We want everybody to tell everybody else, go nominate your favorite people.
Go nominate your favorite people on PerformerRadio.
Okay, your favorite people, your favorite brands. It's a very simple form to fill out. Your name, your address, your email address. And it's not like we're going to contact you to say, why did you vote for this person? Why did you nominate this person? No. What happens is, quite simple, we'll go back to that in a second.
Yes, let's educate Michael.
Well, I'm going to educate right now. Okay,
educate.
This is the process because people ask these questions.
Mm-hmm. And they don't know, and it's okay.
I don't mind if they ask the question.
It's okay
that's fine.
that they ask.
This is how this works.
Happens.
Anybody can nominate anybody. You can nominate yourself.
You can nominate yourself.
It doesn't matter.
But I'm going to repeat you after everything because it's
you're
true.
You're doing it for emphasis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. You have somebody you like. You've either worn their designs, or you've worked them as a photographer or a stylist or a makeup artist or a hairstylist. Put them in there.
Please.
Okay.
We want to know who.
The more names, the better. People say, "Oh, why do you want so many names?" We need to know. You are the ones that have to tell us stuff that we may not. We have we're Swiss cheese. We got a lot of holes that we need to have filled.
Exactly.
Okay, and we try our best to know everybody in the industry, but it's not easy.
And
I mean, you've got thousands of people in this area.
That's right, Michael. And if you don't put their name, listen, there's so many columns you can put their names, different types of people. And every day you can nominate someone new. You can even nominate yourself.
Right.
Personally, if I wanted to nominate myself, I would.
Unfortunately, you're not eligible.
I could.
I wish I could nominate you.
However.
Yeah, because you're involved in the anybody that's involved
category.
in the show. Yeah. Well, I mean, anybody that's involved in the show obviously is not eligible because that would not be fair.
It would not be fair.
We try to be as fair as possible.
And this is with every year.
Right.
This is going to be the 6th year that we had BFA.
No.
11th year.
Yes. You were born young, so you don't remember those first few years. You know what I mean? No, it's.
Well, let's go by that.
Okay, no, this is the 11th. Year. This is the 11th.
And every year it's the same thing. It's the same thing where you nominate.
I have the open nominations.
And maybe you do get your name in there twice, 3 times, and
that doesn't matter. That doesn't
matter though.
All you need is your name or any name in there once.
Oh.
It doesn't matter if there's 100 people that nominate that same person or brand or one.
Okay.
It's equal weight. And what we do after we receive all this information from the nominations, open nominations, we go through all the names in each and every category. You can see all the categories right there.
Yes.
We go through all the names in each and every category, and we research. Okay, if we see some activity, first of all, the prerequisites of this, you have to have done something public in the last year. Since we did 2021 Boston Fashion Awards, technically it's about 9 or 10 months. But you know what? There's no excuse for COVID anymore. That's done. As far as shows and things like that are concerned. I mean, 2022 was a very good year for fashion shows and events. Okay? And so you have no excuses. I mean, whether it be installation shows, online shows, anything. Show us what you got. If we can find it, that's great because it means you're out there. Part of being nominated for the actual 5 finalists or 4 finalists, I think it's 5 finalists in each category. Part of it is your presence in the industry. Whether you've done any shows, whether you're being, even if, it's just like, oh, we had this many tear sheets or anything, something professional out there that shows you're doing something. Okay? It's not about how much money you made. Okay? It's not about who you know.
This is crucial.
Okay? It's not a popularity contest. We want to see talent. We want to see activity. If you can summon your minions to go out there and say, okay, they're cheerleaders for this brand or this designer, great. Because it shows you can move the crowd.
And personally, listen.
Go ahead.
I worked with a few people this year. And guess what? I nominated them. I'm not going to say who. But if your name is there...
See, you got a nomination already. Yes, we had to test the system, and she put in the first nomination already.
And I did.
Yeah, and there you go.
You know what? If you see your names out there, listen, I'm looking down because I'm on live on Instagram. Marlena the model _ and
so get the plug in there.
We're here and it's gonna happen. So I hope you guys are ready.
There you go. And then we take all these names and we research them, and we have like a peer vote. There's like a few people that do the peer voting, just for the nominations, the 5 final nominations. And at that point, we announce them, which will be on, I know you know the date. You wrote it down.
I did write it down.
I'll let you say the date. You can say the date.
So there's a couple dates out here.
Just the nomination announcements.
The nomination announcement is going to be, it's running now, obviously.
Right.
But then it's going to stop.
Yes, tell them when it stops.
September 23rd.
That's right.
Okay.
Which is a special day for you because that's our birthday, folks.
And then what?
The date that we announce the nominees
is September 27th.
That's a Tuesday, yes.
Okay.
So 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks from today.
That's right.
We'll be on the air announcing the nominees. And
which we are excited for.
Oh, I'm very excited for that.
If you put your name out there, 50-50, you'll be nominated.
Well, it's not 50-50, but I'm just saying, No, I mean, everybody is considered for nomination. Everybody.
But let's be real. If you're not nominated,
no, that's right. If you're not nominated, you won't get anywhere.
Don't take it personally.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a shot, and this is why we do it every single year. Mind you, it's been 11 years.
That's right.
And Michael's correction with me.
11 years. I'm getting older. I'm going to have to pass this on to somebody.
And that's why we're here. So, and then we're going to be saying the winners at the Boston Fashion Awards.
The Boston Fashion Awards.
So if you're nominated and your name is on the, roster, and you don't come to the Fashion Awards,
well, yeah, I mean,
and you win.
Well, I mean, you'd want to be there.
You
right?
would like to be there. I would love to be there.
And all the nominees get a free ticket to go into.
Even if I wasn't in the show, I would love to support,
We're not one of those types of organizations that charges the nominees to enter because we want them to be there. We hope that they can be there to share their win or just network with people. Because there's a lot of shows, I'm going to say that loosely, that charge not only the nominees, but want them to sell tickets too. Designers as well. They charge. It's like, we want you to sell so many tickets. We don't do that.
Well,
we want you to come.
That's what people don't understand.
We actually
talent.
We treat the designers, the talent, the performers. We give them everything. We give them free tickets. We want people to attend the show and network.
That's right.
It's all about networking. It's not about money. I've never made any money on this show. Okay, this
Me
is
neither.
not.
And listen, I
gotta
tell
tell
you,
a for-profit event, folks.
And
To put on a show like this costs a lot more money than we take in. I lose money every year.
And this is Michael's, stand front because he's the face. Many people may not know that.
What a face.
Not a lot of listen. People don't
No,
understand.
I know. Behind the scenes, you're right. I'm a producer. I mean, people ask, well, why are you doing the Boston Fashion Awards? Well, number one, I thought of it. Nobody else did. Number two, I've been producing shows for decades. The Nightlife Awards, the Boston Music Awards, I started in the late 1980s with my mentor, Candace Avery, who founded the Boston Music Awards. And she taught me a lot about this industry and doing shows like this. So I learned a lot from her. She sold the Boston Music Awards and moved to Nashville. And now she's the head of the International Songwriting Competition, which I help her establish too, which is a huge international, beautiful job that they've done down there in Nashville. So this is an extension of what I learned at the Boston Music Awards many years ago. And yes, I've been a fashion photographer. I have a lot of credits for tear sheets, actual printed tear sheets, over 125. I think the last count was 128, 29, somewhere around there. I haven't counted lately because I just kind of lost track. But yeah, I mean, this is something, it's a passion of mine. And there's a lot of friends in this industry that I like to support and have come out. And I'll be honest, I mean, yes, there are some people I don't like too much in this industry too, but they still are allowed to be nominated and
that's right.
Come through.
Let's be real.
I am being real. You know,
we're all human.
Exactly. And you'd have to do something pretty drastic not to be included. And on that note, it's like, come on, people that have been talking about it in a negative sense, you can if you want to, that's fine.
But that's why we got the nomination.
But I'm saying, you're losing out for yourself more than you know what I'm saying?
That's okay.
You're not hurting us, you're hurting yourself.
That's okay. And you know what?
Wouldn't you rather be included than not be included? Okay. And this year we're trying to have more synergy with the city
and positive vibes.
And positive vibes, yes,
because
exactly.
That's what we need in this world at the moment.
Right,
There's
exactly.
too much happening.
Yes,
and not enough.
I agree with that. 100%.
Acknowledgement.
So once again, this is the nomination form. Okay, please fill it out and submit your nominations.
Go.
Yes, exactly. All right, so the next thing, and this is actually pretty cool too. For the first time ever, we're going to do a model casting.
Yes.
The 2022 model casting.
Drum roll. We didn't do the drum roll.
Hold on. You want to do a drum roll? Go ahead, Marlena. Do a drum roll. There you go. Okay, so.
That's my most excited part about this.
Okay. So the 2022 Boston Fashion Awards model casting. It's going to be Thursday, September 22nd, 2022.
September 22nd. We're doing a model
This
casting.
is a week and 9 days from now. Okay, or is it? Yeah, I think it's 9 days. 9 days from now. next Thursday evening, not this Thursday, next Thursday. And it's going to be 8 p.m. at the Liberty. And following that, of course, we have Fashionably Late and the New England Fashion Week presentation.
We love Fashionably Late.
Yeah, so this is going to be a cool night for you to come out. If you can't make it, when you submit for the casting, if you can't make it that night for some particular reason, just put in the message box that you can't make it that night, but you still like to be considered. You do not have to be there, but we would prefer that you do come in so we can get a real good idea of your walk and everything else. But Marlena is going to be handling all that, and she will get back to you. And if you can't make it for some reason, you got a job or whatever, tell her.
Yes.
And she can start working with you and see if we can't still use you in some form or another. Okay. And you saw the preview that we were running before the show started, and it's a great show.
Yes.
You want to be in the show.
I personally picked those models.
That's right. You did.
So BFA 2021, I personally picked those models.
Yes, she was the model coordinator for that. And she did Swim Boston too.
All those models did fantastic. I am so proud of all of them.
Yep.
Okay.
You were included in there too.
You know who you guys are.
She put a couple outfits on herself too.
I did, I had to show support.
Yeah, there you go.
And then, Boston Fashion Awards doesn't have to do, but it ties in with Performer.com, the Swim Boston 2022. I picked those models as well. And then what I'm going to be doing this year again, take a wild guess.
She's going to be picking the models again.
Exactly.
Now, if you noticed here, we're not asking for measurements. You can be a plus size, okay? Doesn't matter. You can be a plus size. We are considering everybody.
That's right.
And I mean literally everybody. We got even a category there for transgender. Okay, if you look good in clothes,
nobody's left out.
No, but I'm not asking any questions. If you look good in the clothes and we like your walk and your attitude, it's
about the energy.
You're going to be considered. Yes, it's about the energy.
And that's
Absolutely
what we
right.
want. And you know what? I'm a picky person. Personally, I am.
Yeah, you got to please her.
However, I look for
she's very good.
know,
she's very
who you are, and if you are available October 9th, then that's what we need.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's obviously.
If you come to the casting,
how are you
and you're
taller than me on camera? Even I need to lift my chair up a little. You look taller than me on camera.
But
oh well.
Listen
I'm sorry.
though, no, you're fine, Michael.
I know. I'm just.
If you come on September 22nd,
it's late. We've been working all day, so we can goof around a little bit.
And you walk for us, and you show us that you want to be a part of the BFA of 2022. Listen, and you are available October 9th. We want you. We want you to come out and, showcase yourself. That's what we want. And not for nothing, adding to that, that's what the designers, that's what the photographers, that is what the performers. Now, Performer.com is a platform that you want to be connected to. Why?
Absolutely.
Because
we do so many different things.
So many different things.
Throughout the year.
And we don't limit.
We're not limited to one. Yeah, we're not limited to one event for the whole entire year.
We don't have favorites.
No, I really don't. Some people think, you just have the same people every year.
And that's
absolutely not. We try to mix it up as much as possible, not just with the nominations, but with the people that are participating in the shows. We try to give everyone as much of a chance as possible. Like I said before, I don't care if you're black, white, green, yellow, doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to Marlena.
Yes.
Okay, if you can bring the heat.
Yes, Michael.
We want you to be in the kitchen.
Cooking up.
Cooking.
That's
exactly
the models
right.
know. The models that I worked with before, they know.
Right.
And
this is a chance.
Ask them.
A lot of people say, well, this is a collaborative effort so that people can come together and just better, build a better town for this industry. Or,
and it's not only
build
about
a better
the
industry
BFA.
in the town, let's just say.
It's not only about the BFA because Performer.com does a lot of events.
That's true.
However, want to talk about another surprise that we have?
What do we? You tell me. Go ahead.
We're gonna be at the Expo Media, so the 3rd annual Media Expo.
That's right. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yes,
I didn't forget about the
by
event.
Newbie Productions, and why I say that is because we're gonna be having a stand there, and if you come out, which is a Saturday, September 24th, I have it written down. That's why I'm looking down.
Okay.
It's at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Brockton Community Access.
Community Cable Access Station.
Yes, at 1 North Main Street, Brockton, Mass. 02301.
Okay.
And it's free registration, people. So you come out to that place. Maybe we'll put it in the link below. You can get it on Eventbrite just as the tickets for BFA, because they are out as well. And you can come and we could talk to you about Performer.com and what we do and what we're going to keep doing, because this is a continuous thing. This is not done.
No, definitely not. I was reading, Angela made a comment. The curves goddess that knew how to work her walk at Swim Boston was fire. I used her for my article photo. Brava girl, great pick on her.
Thank you, Angela.
that was not hard.
I
Taylor is a.
But Taylor herself.
Yeah. Well, no, Taylor knows how to walk the runway.
Yes, she does.
She definitely does.
But that's a thank you for Performer.
Yeah, thank you.
Because
Thank you, Angela.
For Swim Boston, thank you. We appreciate that.
So, if anybody has any questions, I don't mind the questions. We like to answer as many questions as possible.
Yes.
There is a contact form, okay, on the website. Just go there and fill it out. And we'll try and get back to you as quickly as possible. But make sure they're questions that, that are legitimate questions. We don't want to, like, oh, when is the curtain gonna, when's the door gonna open? I mean, it's written all over there. Just do a little work, and just take a look around, because most of the information is available on the site. But if you have a specific question, then we haven't thought about, putting it up. Anything.
Personally, many people would probably ask, what is BFA all about? Even if.
So, I mean, we're going to try to answer those questions. We're actually trying to answer those questions right now.
Yeah, but personally, if people,
Yeah, you can ask the question.
And we can respond back to
we're still busy. We're still trying to put a show together, but we will try and get back to you as soon as possible. Press registration starts in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. Announcements of performers and designers and hosts, that'll all come in with the next couple weeks. And by the way, one final thing that I should mention now that we got the jazz playing and everything else, tickets. We actually are live with tickets already. Okay, you can go there. You can click on the links are all over the website. Okay, and then we're going to put them up on the Facebook page, Instagram, and everything else in just a little while too. But it's live. Everything is live.
Yes, tickets are live.
See where it says just added on the top there? So yes, we made them live tonight. It's just added this evening. So everything's live. We're actually way ahead of the game this year because we went back to the Liberty. There is less time to organize the event with the venue. So that's a big plus, and we're very grateful for the Liberty.
Last year was a hit.
Last year was a big hit.
And that's why we're following with the live and how everything just...
And we'll make it even better this year.
But I do have a question on my live on Instagram.
Sure, go ahead.
Someone asked, is there a casting flyer?
There will be tomorrow.
There will be.
Tomorrow or the next day.
And with that, share.
Yes. But there will be tomorrow or the next day. There will be a casting flyer. And yes, we're going to be, the next week or so, we're going to publicize the heck out of it.
And listen.
Okay? Go ahead.
That's right. We're going to publicize it. And we want you to share. And we want anyone who's a model or a beginner to come out and let's see. I want to see you guys.
Yep.
And it's my birthday that day, so come enjoy it.
Yes, we're going to be celebrating her birthday that night too.
And
popping bottles.
Yes, well.
Popping bottles with models. There you go. It doesn't get any better than
working.
that. Popping bottles with models. There you go.
Yes. However,
go ahead.
In the future, if you would like to work for Performer, listen, this is not a career, but let me push it back. This is a career. If you are a model, if you are an artist, if you're a designer, if you're a photographer, all categories in this industry, fashion industry, it's your career. This is something that you are very passionate about. So Performer's looking for people like you, and that's who we need. How did I get into Performer? I met Michael.
That's a good question. How did you?
How did I?
You know what? I met this girl in my studio. She was here for a shoot for a photographer.
I act like I forget.
She was here. She was here with a shoot for a photographer who
That's right,
rented
Chris
the photos.
Sabanda. Shout him out.
And she was there, and I said, "Well, let me do a test shot with the lighting," and I took one shot of Marlena, just for the test, and she nailed that shot.
Yes.
Okay, and I was like, "Wow."
And it was for a collab with a DJ.
Okay.
So he wanted photos and I was a model there, and I helped him out. Well, collabed with him at that moment because I wasn't seen or anything like that, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I know, so.
And since then, you impressed me on the runway, and then I invited you to join us with more of the performer activities.
Yes.
And
but however, it wasn't because, that one day I had to work myself
Oh,
up
yeah. It's
with
a slow
my
process.
social media. Michael was very persistent. He was very consistent looking at my social media, making sure that I was putting my work in to be a model. Listen, being a model is not easy.
It's
not only a pretty face.
If you're
and a nice
you're
smile.
just constantly taking pictures for the gram and not
outfits, it's
doing
not all
anything
about
else
that.
with your career, then
Yeah.
it's not something I really
It's your
wanna
reputation.
Be. I mean, yeah, okay, great. Do your thing with Instagram or whatever, or Facebook or TikTok. Doesn't matter to me. I want to see real progress towards a goal that's in the industry
In 1 year.
itself. And yes, you did very good. So after that 1 year,
But it wasn't because you told me anything.
no, you
It's
just did it
because
on your own.
I was doing it on my own.
You were driven.
I was very determined on what I wanted to do at that moment. This industry is a fun industry. I'm not gonna lie. Doing runways, photography, it's very fun. And you know what? When you are around good people and that people that love you and you love them, vice versa, and they want to work with you and they want to do things with you, you get people like Michael. That a small timer like me,
Well,
working
your way up. Working your way up.
Because you're a big timer, Michael.
Just to show people your progress from the time I met you. Since then, now she's been working on This Week on Martha's Vineyard, which is a TV show that we do for Apple
you,
TV, Prime, Roku, Google, all Android rather. This Week on Martha's Vineyard, you can see all that stuff, the stuff that she's done on there. And then
but you can do it too. That's what I'm saying.
She's also started working with us on Wicked Bites projects on Nessun. So you see, you work your way up the ladder. A lot of people have been in that same position and worked their way up the ladder.
Look, I'm looking for people that are going to be on my side, to support us. If you would like to be a model that want to be a volunteer at a casting, which means that if I'm the model coordinator or if I'm a judge or something like that, you can be a judge too. I am looking for people that, not for nothing, are going to work with me, and we're going to work together and make this happen. If this is a passion for you, because I've seen many people, they're models. I see these girls are models, and then they're event planners, they're event coordinators. Not for nothing, they're doing more than just modeling, and it's just saying just is a word that limits you. You're doing all of these things and you're checking all of these boxes, and this is a platform for you. Performer Radio and television is a platform for you.
There you go. All right, we're going to start wrapping things up again. So once again, folks, this is the nomination form. Please nominate your favorites. It goes right to us, and we tabulate all the names and we research it and come up with the final nominees. This is the model casting. You'll be seeing a lot about this in the next week or so.
That's right.
Okay, and then also if you want to contact us, just use this form right here, and then all the links on the page send you right to this page right here. This is the ticket information, and you can start reserving your tickets. Last year, it was a full house.
Oh yeah.
We had standing room, not even standing room. We had to refuse some people at the door. We're going to try and have some overflow space this year, but again, we expect the same setup.
But
and now it's even earlier in the year too, so it's not even no excuses about the weather or anything else like that. It shouldn't be frigid or cold.
We
or
do understand
snowy.
it's the week of,
Yeah, I mean, and it's a weekend
of the Boston Fashion Week, though.
It's Boston
so we
Fashion Week.
understand, if there's other events around that
Yeah,
time.
I think there's other events, but this is an event that you probably should make some time for regardless.
Make some time.
Okay. You want to be there to do the networking. The Liberty Hotel is absolutely gorgeous. Most of you do not have work on Monday. Okay.
Listen to
So
him,
it's
everyone.
a great night to go out and have a good time and network and get something done in your career, or just meet some interesting people and have a good time. We like to think of our event as not a fashion show, and I never said it was a fashion show to anybody. It has fashion elements, fashion show
That's
elements.
right.
Okay, but this is a fashion party. It's never a dull moment, and that's what people
21 plus.
Yeah, we have 21 plus because you gotta,
Let's put that out there.
gotta get the booze in there.
20 no.
But no,
Just,
it's
you
a
know.
fashion party, and we have nonstop activity from beginning to end. There is no space in between where you're just sitting there and twiddling your thumbs.
And everybody looks good.
yeah,
Everybody
except,
looks good having fun.
except for this guy. My crew is
a
always
hard
dressed like this.
worker.
You know, my crew is dressed like this. I at some point in my life, I would love to enjoy my own show. We'll see if I can do that in the years to come. We'll see. All right, but you know what? We got to wrap this up. Thank you, Marlena, for being patient today.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you,
I'm so
everyone out
proud of
there.
you.
Again, vote. Thank you very much. hon.
Awesome mentor.
We're going to see everybody next Thursday night at the Liberty Hotel for the casting. Not everybody, a lot of you. And then, of course, everybody on October 9th. And we have a lot of great shows and events coming in between now and then. The Media Expo, Denise Ajar's event on the October 2nd. That's going to be another great one a week before the Fashion Awards. And we see a lot of people in the industry there as well. So stay tuned, folks. We're going to have a lot more coming. And next week, we are going to be announcing, or 2 weeks, the nominations. And next week, we'll see people at the Liberty for our model casting. Good night, everyone.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.